more famous and well known by his wonderful devotee whose name is Prahlad Maharaj. Everybody knows he's a household name, right? Bigger than Barack Obama. So they know him outside India and even in the spiritual world. So Prahlad Maharaj, so we will learn something very special today. And we want all of you to go back learning this one shloka at least for today afternoon session. Evening we will have something better and tomorrow also. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said that Prahlad Maharaj is the best among the demons. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that of all Vedas, I am the Samaveda. Like that he explains, of all the mountains, I am the Himalayas. Of all the demons, I am Prahlada. Right? So it is very special that you get to be a demon and you get to be Prahlada, isn't it? Right? So the meaning of the word Prahlada is Prakrishta Rupena Ahlada. One who gives, one who is inbuilt with pleasure. So who is inbuilt with pleasure? Laddus, right? No. It is the soul. The Atma, one of the characteristics of the Atma is Prahlada. It's always happy. It's completely filled up with bliss. Isn't it? Like we are all built up with karma, right? Blood. But the Atma is filled up with complete bliss. So Prakrishna Rupena Ahlada. So this Prahlad Maharaj exhibited some extraordinary characteristics. Extraordinary. What are they? He was completely tormented by his father. Right? And the name of his father is also very famous. What is it? Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu stood in a pose like this on one toe. Like this. Do you see? You can stand for a moment. Right? On one toe like this. But Hiranyakashipu stood for thousands of years. Right? And when he stood for thousands of years, what happened? There was a fire, special fire that came out from his hair that burned the entire universe. And everybody went to Brahma. Right? Brahma, if you don't do something, we will all become French fry. Right? That's what they tell him, right? We will become burnt. So Brahma says, okay. Then they go search out for where is Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu they cannot find. What happened to Hiranyakashipu? He is in a big anthill. And Brahma was first confused. Where is he? And then he sees this anthill. Oh, there he is. And then Brahma with his X-ray lens. Brahma is built in MRI. Right? He can see through the anthill. So he saw through the anthill. And what could he see? He could see only bones. There is nothing except bones. He says, what is this? This is only bones. Then he says, this man is extraordinary. This man is extraordinary. And who is he? Hiranyakashipu is extraordinary. Because he was eaten by all these ants and worms and everything, and the only thing left was his bones. And still he was doing tapasya. Can you imagine how powerful he is? So Brahma takes out water from his kamandalu. Right? So now we carry phones, but Brahma used to carry kamandalu. Everything was there. So he took out some water, magic water, and he threw that on this anthill. And the anthill disappeared. And because that water fell on Hiranyakashipu, he got a very powerful body. It was said he became as tall as a mountain and his body became stronger than a thunderbolt. You know what is a thunderbolt, right? We have seen, right? And his body became stronger than that thunderbolt. And then Hiranyakashipu, he began to smile. Demons like to smile to irritate others, right? So he was smiling. Then he looked at Brahma. Actually what he wanted? he wanted to become Brahma. Right? So first he thought, let me first ask Brahma all his powers. Once I become powerful, then Brahma ki chutti. Huh? So he tells Brahma that I want all your powers. Right? So he doesn't ask it directly. But he says, I don't want to die. So Brahma replies, sorry, even I have to die. So Hiranyakashipu is confused. Now what do I do? So he asks in a very, very twisted manner. Very, very twisted way. He says, he thinks he uses his intelligence. And what does he use in his intelligence? He says, I don't want to die in the day. I don't want to die at night. I don't want to die in the sky. I don't want to die on the earth. Anyone who is created by you should not be able to kill me, isn't it? But what did Hiranyakashipu forget? Where did he lose his memory? Vishnu is not created by Brahma, isn't it? He forgot. Because he doesn't know. So the conclusion is that because demons do not know the source of creation, because the demons do not know, they become entangled. They become entangled in this misery because they do not know Krishna. So if you want to come out of birth and death, what you should do? You should remember Krishna. So that is the main lesson here. So now this demon, he thinks he became invisible. And then he has a son. And all the devatas, they kidnap his wife. Whose wife? Hiranyakashipu's wife, Kayadu. And they take her to some very lonely place, right? Kidnappers always take somebody to a lonely place and they call, isn't it? Please give us $1 million, right? All the devatas thought, if the father is so strong, Baap aisa hai, beta kaisa hoga? Right? They all think the father is so powerful, the son will be horrible. So they all take her to some lonely spot and they think, let us murder. Let's finish off. But then, it's like Hindi movies are actually based on this. Right? So then all of a sudden, Narada Muni comes. He says, wait. This child is divine. So they are all surprised. How come a demon can have a divine child? How is that possible? Says, when Hiranyakashipu was doing Garbhadan Sanskar, having the child, at that moment, one bird was crying outside the window of Hiranyakashipu's palace. And that bird was saying, Vishnu, 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 Vishnu. And Hiranyakashipu heard it at the time he was having the son. And because he heard the names of the Lord, the son became an Amsha of Vishnu. Isn't it wonderful? So what does it say? That if you want to have divine children, then we should remember Krishna in any activity. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that sex life for the sake of creating spiritual children is me. So that is why we have such a wonderful child like Prahlada. So now what happens to this child? Now this child, Narada Muni says, all you devatas go, I will take care of the child. So when she is in the womb, Prahlada is in the womb of his mother, what Narada Muni does is starts telling the spiritual qualities of Vishnu to his wife, and she sleeps as she is listening. That happens to most of us, right? When we sit to listen to Bhagavad Gita, what happens to us? We fall asleep, isn't it? It's a very good symptom. That is called as stress release. Right? You release all your stress. There was one man suffering from insomnia. So he was taken to a Bhagavatam class. Then he slept for days. Said, wow, this is such a stress relief. Because for stress relief, your bad karma should go. So moment you sit in Bhagavad Gita class, all your bad karma goes away. So you feel asleep, peaceful. Right? Isn't it? So here, Prahlada is in the womb and he is listening to all what Narada Muni is saying. All what Narada Muni is saying. And then, once this wonderful child is delivered, what he does, as a small child, he is only chanting the names of Lord Vishnu, right? Says Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha. And what is happening to Hiranyakashipu? He is getting disturbed. Because, in demons' houses they play rock music, right? So everything becomes like a rock. Your brain, your head, your heart, everything becomes, that's what is called rock music, correct? Isn't it? Then you start throwing rocks. Right? So that is rock music. But here he is chanting Hare Krishna music. So that rock is melting. So Hiranyakashipu is getting disturbed. How can I change my rocks? Right? So Hiranyakashipu becomes very angry. And he is about to arrest his son. But he thinks of a plan. He calls Harvard University, right? Economics. Right? He calls up and they come here. There are two professors by name Chanda and Amaraka. What are the names? Chanda and Amaraka. Says, come here. I want you to give my son a PhD in economics. How to make money? Kanjus, makichus. How to make money? How to extract money from this world? He is doing everything except extract money. He thinks he will live on father's money. Very bad. So take this guy and give him shiksha. So this Chanda and Amaraka, they start teaching him 4 things.